Saints basketball. 94.9 ESPN Radio.
Halftime in Helena, and the 11th-ranked Saints leading LC State 28-24. Saints have led by as much as 9 with 2:15 to play in the half, 23-14. The Warriors then went on a 10-2 run to close within 1, and then Bailey passed it a 35-footer at the buzzer, and that's where we stand now at 28-24. LC led the first 2 minutes of the game. It was 3-0. Actually, there was no score for 2 minutes, and then LC hit a 3, and it was 3-0, and they led for a minute 15 before it was tied at 3. Carroll took the lead back, 5-3, and the Saints have not trailed since, and again have led by as much as 9 here in this ball game. Down in Billings, 43 seconds to play in the first half. 15th-ranked Western now leading 12th-ranked Rocky 22-19, and that's a big one because if Western loses, Carroll clinches the top seed and the Frontier Conference Championship. So we'll keep an eye on that one for you throughout the course of the night, and the men's game too, because the Carroll men will be scoreboard watching the Western Rocky men as well. But here it's halftime, and Taylor Salonen with an unbelievable first half. We talked to Coach Sayers on Monday night at the Staggering Ox during the Fighting Saints Sports Zone. We talked about Taylor Salonen specifically, and I asked Coach Sayers, I said, she doesn't know how good she is yet, right? And Coach Sayers says she has no idea. They keep trying to tell her. Well, Tay-Tay came off the bench and hit her first 4 shots. She finished the half 5 out of 6, a team-high 10 points, also with 6 rebounds. And leading the way for Carroll. And at halftime, it's 28-24. We'll come back, we'll take a break, and your halftime stats just around the corner. That is next. And on the Bud Light scoreboard, it is 28-24 Saints. Back after this. You're listening to Carroll College Basketball on ESPN Radio.
That vacation was awesome! Dad, why is there an ice rink in our basement?
Oh no, I turned the thermostat too low.
Three Brothers, help!
Hey, that's my line.
Not this time.
Three Brothers Plumbing and Heating is dependable, efficient, and provides superior service. Whether you have bursted pipes, sorry, or you want to do a bathroom remodel, Three Brothers can help. They can also upgrade you to a money-saving, high-efficient York furnace. Contact Three Brothers today for a free estimate and install confidence with a York furnace at threebrothersPlumbing.com.
You can always count on the crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light, just like you can always count on Just-in-Time Jane. She's rescued you from more bad dates than you want to remember. Close-talking Clyde, lied about his height Larry, and lest we forget, Whispering Walt. He was probably a nice guy if you only heard a single word he said. Just-in-Time Jane is famous among friends. She deserves a Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, ABC News, Missouri.
Eagle Beverage, proud supporter of Montana sports.
What will you see at VMC's Design Center? Here's interior designer Valerie with more.
Lots of variety. There's some products specific to some of the companies that we have. A lot of people like the rustic, and we have just a real unique rustic patina finish that is just to that company. So that we have on display, not just with cabinetry, but also with molding options for doors and windows.
See what's new at VMC's all-new Design Center, Highway 12 East.
57 new vehicles are expected to launch each year for the next 3 years. That doesn't even count modifications and improvements to current models. Aluminum and lightweight alloys make new vehicles more fuel efficient, but more complex to repair. Helena's first ICAR Gold certified shop, Capital Collision Center, rises to the challenge. Personnel are trained, equipment is upgraded, manufacturer standards are met. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center on Euclid, always leading the way.
ESPN Radio and ABC Fox would like to say congratulations to the 2017 Mattress Firm Student Athlete of the Year, Kelsey McEnany of Big Sky High School. Kelsey earned a $2,000 scholarship from Mattress Firm for her work in the community, in the classroom, and on the court.
I'm headed to Montana Tech over in Butte, and I'm going to major in chemistry.
If you know a student athlete who also stars in the classroom and community, nominate them as a Mattress Firm Student Athlete of the Week. Visit mattressfirmmt.com.
Are you a small business owner or manager that is tired of dealing with computer problems? Does your network run slow and act crazy? Are you worried about data loss, security, viruses, and keeping your network safe from hackers? At Morris Merrily Systems, we keep things working so you can focus on your business. If you have no time for downtime, call Morrison Merrily Systems today at 866-401-4846 or visit us on the web at getsystems.net.
94.9 ESPN Radio is Carroll College Saints basketball.
Halftime here in Helena, and the Saints ranked 11th, the highest ranked Frontier Conference team, leading LC State 28-24. Halftime in Billings, and 15th ranked Western leading number 12 Rocky 22-19. And that's a scoreboard watching definitely. And here we mentioned Taylor Salonen with a great first half off the bench, 10 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist to lead the way for the Carroll women. Saints 11 of 26 from the field. The shooting increased tremendously for both teams late in the second quarter. Carroll 42.3% from the floor, 4 out of 12 from the three-point line, and 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 10 points for Salonen, 2 apiece for Dowdy and Dean, 6 for Pasta, 3 for Brittany Johnson, 3 for Christine Denny to go along with 3 rebounds and 2 assists, and 2 points for Una Harrington. Carroll with 9 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. For LC State, 9 of 25 from the field, 36%, 5 out of 12 from the three-point line, 2 apiece for Souvenir and Enery, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 6 points for Enery and Souvenir to lead the way, 4 for Tackett, 2 for Turner, 3 for Blackman, who also has 3 rebounds, and 3 points for Hannah Berland off the bench. 8 assists, 6 turnovers, a block, and a steal. Carroll out-rebounding LC 17-14, including 6-4 on the offensive end. The bench scoring in favor of Carroll, 15-9. Points in the paint, 10-8 Carroll. Second chance points, 5-0 for the Saints, and 8-3 in points off turnovers. And at halftime, the Saints have a 28-24 lead. Don't forget to join the Fellowship of Christian Athletes State Director Bob Barulis and the Helena FCA Board for an evening of basketball, food, fun, and faith Saturday night. The regular season finales for the men and women. $15 will get you a ticket for both games, along with food and beverages from the hospitality room. To find out more, you can go to montanafca.org. We'll take another break. We will come back as halftime continues here at the PE Center. 1 win for the Frontier Conference Championship. That's all the Saints women need, and they are on their way. They have a half to go, and they lead 28-24 over the Warriors of LC State. Back after this is Carroll College basketball on 94.9 ESPN Radio and ESPNMontana.com.
Hey, where are we going? Overland? Yeah, go left. What? We're here. I mean inside. I don't get it. The bar's on the right. You know that's good. Go left to the dining room and a whole world of American deliciousness awaits. A family-friendly place for lunch. Homemade soup. I love soup. Prime rib with all the fixins served nightly. Go left inside the Overland and be right. All right, already. You've convinced me. I'll go left at the Overland. Go left. Go left. Is that necessary? Yep. Go left at Overland Express. Oh, please stop.
You want to go to a place you can trust for car care. Meinike's got great reviews.
I went there because I was having trouble with my old vehicle and needed a new motor mount. They explained everything. It was quick, easy. They're honest. They were friendly. They tell you what's going on, and they double-check their work. Best money spent. My experience has been amazing with them. I would recommend Meineke to everybody.
If your car is complaining about anything, visit your full-service Meineke Car Care Center on Custer Avenue.
If you love reliability, you'll love a Subaru from Placer Motors. Over 98% of Subarus sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. One favorite of drivers is the Subaru Crosstrek. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, sleek new styling, and versatile raised roof rails, the completely redesigned 2018 Crosstrek brings rugged style to any drive. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Start a love affair by test driving a Subaru Crosstrek from Placer Motors.
Smitty's Fireplace Shop has been bringing quality products and service to Helena for over 47 years. Smitty's invites you to browse through their expanded showroom. Look at the burning displays of wood pellet, gas, and wood stoves in both freestanding and fireplace insert models. This year may be the right time for you to consider an alternative heating source. At Smitty's, you're certain to find one for your home. See them today for some great alternative ways to efficiently heat your home at Smitty's Fireplace Shop, 4373 North Montana.
Toyota's President's Day event has been extended, and we've got more ways for you to save than ever before with special offers on nearly every new Toyota model. Choose from 9 different Toyotas with 0% financing, including the new 2018 Camry and our best-selling RAV4. Get as much as $4,000 in customer cash back on new Avalons, Tundras, Sequoias, and Sienna vans, or take advantage of special low-payment leases on Tacomas, Highlanders, and Corollas. Simply pick the savings options that work best for you and get a great deal on a new Toyota car, truck, or SUV. Every one backed by Toyota Care, Toyota's exclusive no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. It's all part of Toyota's President's Day event. Shop and learn more at buyattoyota.com or visit Toyota of Helena. Toyota, let's go places. All financing on approved credit through Toyota Financial Services. All vehicles subject to prior sale. All prices plus tax and title. Dealer doc fees vary by dealer. For more details, call 1-888-21-TOYOTA. Offers in February 28, 2018.
Get set to start the second half here in Helena. 11th ranked Saints 28, LC State 24 at halftime. For the third time this year, Carroll gave away $1,000 as Kellen Miller from the Carroll Pep Band hit the layup, the free throw, the three, and a half-court shot in 45 seconds. There's some controversy whether his foot was over the line, but he won the shot, won the 1,000. Taylor Salonen, 10 points, lead the way for the Saints in 9:52 of game time, so over a point a minute. See if she can keep it up in the second half. The Saints playing fantastic defense. Warriors went on a little run to end the second half. Grew from a 9-point deficit to within 1. But the Saints lead by 4. Bailey Pasta, 2 for 7 from the field, all from 3. And hit a 35-footer as the first half expired, and that is where we stand and that is where we start the second half. It'll be Lyman, Johnson, Dean Dowdy, and passed on the floor for the Saints. The Saints would like to get Dean and Dowdy going here in the second half. The Warriors will counter with Tackett, Souvenir, Turner, Lauren Johnson, and Jocelyn Blackman. And we are underway. Saints now going left to right. 1/2 away from their first conference championship outright in more than a decade. And Johnson will try a three, and it's no good. Dean, though, with the big offensive rebound. Now Lyman, top of the key, now finds Dean. She'll get to the free throw line on the dribble and leave it back out Lyman. She'll look to penetrate. Try to dump it off to Dowdy, who is being held up. And it goes out of bounds to LC State. 5th turnover for the Saints tonight. 9:31 to go, third quarter. 28-24 Carroll. Last time the Saints won a conference championship, shared or otherwise, was the 2004-2005 season. So a dozen years ago. Souvenir over to the right side, Johnson. Back left side, Souvenir, and it's out of bounds. Carroll basketball, 7th turnover on the Warriors. 45 seconds gone by here, third quarter. Both teams playing a lot of zone. Dowdy leaves it up on top for Lyman. Ball fake left, dribbled right, passes to Johnson, back to Lyman. She'll reverse over to the left side, leave it up on top to Dean. Fires it inside to Dowdy, spins, got way underneath, blocked by the underside of the basket. And Blackman with the ball. Up ahead, Lauren Johnson finds Turner. Now Souvenir. So the second half starting off a lot like the first half. No points through the first minute and a half. 10 on the shot clock. Souvenir has it up on top. Free throw line. Skips through. Lobs it up and in. 28-26 Carroll. So first points of the half go to the Warriors like it did in the first half. Lyman dribbles over to the left side in front of the student body. Now the Saints reverse it. Pasta has it on the near wing. Up on top, Brittany Johnson. She'll angle back over to left wing. She'll drive. Picks up her dribble in the corner. Now Dean way out on the wing. Back out to Johnson for three. Good! Pritt did it again, and it's 31-26. Our second triple of the night. Blackman working against Pasta over to the right side for Souvenir. Had the ball stripped away. She'll track it down and leave it on the high post to tack it over to the right wing for Turner for three. No good, and Dean with a big rebound. Up ahead now, Lyman. Quickly into the front court. Finds Pasta on the near side. Johnson open, corner three. Doesn't shoot it. Instead gets it inside to Dowdy, who hits the bottom of the backboard, but she's fouled by Blackman. That'll be Blackman's second. Team foul number 1. And it'll put Dowdy at the line. 2 for 2 tonight. Has 2 points, couple of rebounds. So the Saints would like to get Dean and Dowdy going on the interior. And the first free throw is up and good, and it's 32-26 Carroll. The senior from Capitol High will get a second. And it's also good. She has 4, all from the charity stripe, and it's 33-26 Carroll. 7:20 to go, third quarter here in Helena. Haley Turner over to Souvenir. And the ponytailed freshman now find the corner three ball. No good from Lauren Johnson, and Dean with a rebound. She'll get it to Pasta across midcourt, and she'll head to the middle of the floor. Just under 7 to play here in the third. Carroll up 33-26. Dowdy posting up, gets some separation. Fouled again, this time by Tackett, and Dowdy will head right back to the free throw line. Well, that's what the Saints, we talked about it. That's what they're going to try to do, is get Dowdy and Dean established down low. And they've gone from Dean to Dowdy, and Dowdy's drawn a couple of fouls. Second on Turner, second on the team here in the third. First one is up and well short, barely drew the front of the iron. Saints sporting new shoes tonight for the game, freshly ordered. As Dowdy hits the second, and it's 34-26, Saints by 8. 6:45 to play in the third. Lauren Johnson with it, over to the right side for Souvenir. Now middle of the floor for Turner, back to Souvenir. High post, Blackman out to Turner. She'll fire a three. It's good. Turner's a 40% three-point shooter, and she's got a couple tonight. Actually, just one. But it's 34-29 Carroll. Lyman bumped, and they're going to call a over and back as she fell into the backcourt. So Carroll turns it over for the sixth time tonight. And LC gets it back. Trailing by 5, 34-29. 6:15 to play here in the third quarter. Souvenir on the near wing. Now Turner in corner, back to Souvenir. Back to Turner. Corner three is no good. Rebounded by Dowdy on the weak side. Outlet Lyman. Lyman quickly pushes it into the front court. Now slows it up and waits for help. Over to left side, Pasta. Finds Johnson. Three ball, air ball. Rebound loose on the floor. And we're going to get a jump ball. It'll be LC State basketball. Abby Johnson in for LC. Christine Denny in for the Saints, who lead 34-29. 5:53 to play here in the third. Lauren Johnson brings it across midcourt. Souvenir drives and draws a foul. That'll be on Johnson. It'll be Brittany's second. First team foul of the quarter. 5:38 to go in the third. 34-29 Carroll. Saints have won by 6 twice over the Warriors this year. Blackman posting up. Kick out to Abby Johnson for three, no good. Turner with a weak side rebound. New shot clock for the Warriors. And now Blackman on the block. Working against Dowdy. Puts it up and drops it in. 34-31. So every time the Saints look to pull away, LC answers back. Saints led by 8 a minute and a half ago, and the lead down to 3 now. 5:15 to go. It's 34-31 here in the third quarter. Christine Denny, free throw line, down to the right baseline for Dean, 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Abby Johnson. Midway through the quarter, Saints up 34-31. Souvenir over to the right side on the pass to Lauren Johnson. Hands right back to Souvenir, right back to Johnson, and now Turner up on top. She'll get it to Lauren Johnson, and the ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Hannah Dean, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor. 4:40 to play here in the third quarter. Media timeout on the Bud Light scoreboard. It's the Saints 34, the Warriors 31. We're back in a minute. This is Carroll College basketball on 94.9 ESPN Radio and ESPNMontana.com.
Hey, Megan, happy Monday. You ready to kick some Casasa today? Bob, that's 3 sales today. Way to kick some Casasa. Woo!
What's Brand's deal today?
Oh, he just signed up for the new Casasa free checking account at Helena Community Credit Union. It has no minimum balance, a great interest rate. He gets refunds on ATM fees nationwide. It's like they pay him to spend money.
How do you know so much about Casasa anyway?
I told him about it. I got my Casasa free checking account at Helena Community Credit Union last week.
Qualifications and rules apply. See Helena Community Credit Union for details. Federally insured by the NCUA. Do you need a new bed? If you're sleeping on an old, uncomfortable bed, then why not get comfortable on a new therapeutic bed from Furniture Showroom? At Furniture Showroom, we have a great selection of therapeutic beds in plush, firm, and pillow top, all at extremely affordable prices. 12-month financing is available with approved credit. Ask for details. If you're out shopping for a new bed, make sure you check out therapeutic beds at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
94.9 ESPN Radio is Carroll College Saints basketball.
(34-31). Carroll leads. 4:35 to play here in the third quarter. Abby Johnson tries a step back 17-footer. No good. Good block out by Denny. Allowed Pasta to come in for the rebound.
What are you looking at?
And Pasta, her pass kind of lazy. Tipped by Johnson, off of Johnson. It'll be off of Brittany. Tipped by Lauren. It'll be LC basketball. 34-31 Saints. Carroll down to 38.7% shooting, just 12 out of 31. LC 12 out of 32, 37.5%. Saints now with 7 turnovers, matching the Warriors. Souvenir harassed by Dean, way out up on top. Finds Turner now, right back to Souvenir. Into the corner, Lauren Johnson. Back to Souvenir on the near wing. Back to Johnson in the corner, and now she'll reverse and dribble up on top with 5 on the shot clock. 4 minutes to play here in the third. Lauren Johnson, left elbow, jumper is good, and it's a 1-point Saints lead, 34-33. LC on a 7-0 run over the last 3 minutes. Pasta gets it to Denny. She'll dribble over to the left side. Now pass it up on top to Brittany Johnson. Back to Denny. Denny looking inside, nobody there. Now Johnson will reverse the ball for the Saints into the right side to Dowdy, who puts it up with the left hand and in. And that snaps an over 3-minute scoring drought, and it's 36-33 Carroll. 3:20 to play in the third. Lauren Johnson backs it up to near midcourt. Now passes to Turner. She'll put it on the deck and dribble over to the right wing. 13 to shoot. Blackman working against Dowdy on the right block. Leaves it out to Turner. 3-ball. Well short. Passed it with another rebound. Just under 3 to play now in the third. 36-33 Carroll. In Billings, 5 minutes to play in the third. Rocky 24, Western 22. So Rocky on a 5-0 run to start the second half down there in the Magic City. Dean from the left elbow. It's good. Saints back up 5, 38-33. Lauren Johnson gets around Brittany Johnson, drives, blocked away by Denny, who pulls it on the baseline and then throws it away. And Abby Johnson is fouled by Brittany Johnson, and Abby will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. So Johnson's third, second team foul. And Abby Johnson at the line, 72.7% on the year. Hops, skips, jumps, and hits the first one. 38-34, Carroll. Lyman and Salonen in for the Saints. Mosgrip and Enery in for the Warriors. 2:22 to play in the third. Saints by 4. Second one on the way is also good, and it's 38-35, Carroll. A little pressure now in the backcourt, and Lyman will break it and cross half court. Comes to the near wing with the dribble. Looks into Dean. Double teamed, somehow came away with it. Back out to Lyman, but Dean fouled before she passed it off. And the foul on Abby Johnson will be her second. Third team foul, and the Saints' new shot clock with 2:08 to play. Third quarter in Helena. Denny gets it in near corner almost, but knocked out of bounds by Abby Johnson. So Abby Johnson, 6'2 freshman, is going to be a terror for the next couple of years. Lyman takes the inbound, dribbles all the way up on top. Now she dribbles from the right side to the left side to the wing. High post Salonen, skip out Denny. Now up on top, pass to the left side Lyman. We're under 2 to play in the third. Pasta, now Denny has it. Now Salonen, high post, she'll drive. Stopped by Turner, up on top Denny. Denny's going to penetrate, and her pass knocked away and stolen away by Enery. 100 seconds to play in the third. 38-35, Carroll. Just can't pull away from LC State. Warriors already know they're the 5 seed. They'll be back here in Montana on Tuesday in the first round of the playoffs at Providence. Souvenir, left side with 80 seconds to go. Mosgrip now on the wing. Now a Souvenir, 3 to shoot. She'll try a straightaway 25-footer. It's an air ball, and it's out of bounds. Good defense by the Saints there as Michaela Olsen checks in for Christine Denny. 72 seconds to play, third quarter, 38-35 Carroll. Lyman inbound pass to right back to Lyman. Out there with Olsen, Salonen, and Dean. So the Saints really have yet to get the interior going. Pasta, left side for Lyman. She'll come to the right side now. Pass back to the left to Olsen. Olsen's going to drive. The layup is in and out. Salonen with the offensive rebound, but misses the putback. 45 seconds to play in the third. 38-35 Carroll. Souvenir back the other way. Now Turner holds. Inside Johnson, knocked away and stolen away by Lyman. Lyman with 28 seconds to play in the quarter. 2-second differential shot clock to the game clock. And it's Dean working in the lane. Spins with the left hand. It's good! 40-35. Saints back up 5. 15 seconds to play in the third. Souvenir will hold for the final shot. 10 seconds now to go. Now she'll work against Lyman in the lane. Kick it out. Mosgrip, a 3. It's an air ball. And Salonen with the rebound. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. The Saints are 10 minutes away from a Frontier Conference outright championship. At the end of 3 in Helena. Your score on the Bud Light scoreboard. Saints 40, Warriors 35. Back in a minute with the final 10 minutes. This is Carroll College basketball on ESPN Radio.
Their name implies tire, which is obvious when you hear Eagle Tire. But Eagle Tire can also help you with 18 other automotive service and repair categories. You know, breakdowns, they generally happen at the worst time. Extreme cold and rough roads like ours are hard on our vehicles. But Eagle Tire has experts that can get us back on the road. Trust Eagle Tire for engine diagnostics, suspensions, tie rods, and heating systems. Call or stop in to Eagle Tire across from Eagle Lube Express on North Montana by the tracks.
This is John Lagerquist with Century 21 Heritage Realty. I want to share with you one of my clients' testimonials. John is a first-class professional who is involved in our community. He volunteers to make our community a better place to live. John is a seasoned professional. He knows the market and worked hard to get our house sold and helped us find the right new home. We couldn't be happier. A class act. This is one of my favorites because in everything I've ever done, I've always strived to be professional. If you would like to experience my professionalism, give me a call at 439-0650.
10 minutes separates Carroll College from an outright Frontier Conference championship. They lead LC State as we head to the fourth quarter, 40-35. Down in Billings, Rocky held Western scoreless for the first 7 minutes of the third quarter. Rocky now leading Western 28-24. So Rocky didn't exactly blow the doors off the building at the Fortin Center. Lyman out there with Salonen and Pasta, Olsen and Dean, and it's Salonen with it. Hand off to Olsen on the near side. 10 on the shot clock. Olsen dribbles over to left side. Now back to the middle of the floor. Salonen, 4 to shoot. Salonen puts it on the deck, drives, wild shot, rebounded by Kiara Burlish. Rochelle Sayers wanted a foul, didn't come. We're 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. 40-35. Carroll in the lead. Moskrip out on the far wing. Up on top, Enery. Enery working against Olsen. Into the block, double team, kicks it out. Now Lauren Johnson has it with 10 to shoot. Finds Abby Johnson in the near corner. She'll dribble up to the wing, into the lane. Blocked out of bounds by Hannah Dean. Katniss Hannerdine says, that's my kitchen. You get out of here. Nothing cooking there. 4 seconds to shoot. The inbound knocked out of bounds by Salonen. That took a second off. 3 to shoot. Just about a minute gone by here in the fourth. 40-35, Carroll. Lauren Johnson looking inbound. Skips it up on top. Moskrip, 3-ball, no good. Salonen with another rebound. Her 9th. She's 1 away from a double-double. Lyman got it to the free throw line and then reversed her dribble and brought it back out and finds Salonen. Just to the left of the top of the key. Now it's Dean on the right side. Hand off on the wing to Olsen. Olsen, free throw line, stops left elbow, passes back to the right to Dean. Dean's going to dribble free throw line, down to the block, put it up, no good. Rebounded by Lauren Johnson. And again, Rochelle Sayers arguing for contact. And Dean just steals it out of midair. Lyman with a 1-on-3, and she wisely reverses and backs up and waits. 8:20 to go. Carroll leading at 40-35. Olsen, free throw line, steps back, passes out to the right to Salonen. She'll put it on the deck and drive. Now pick up her dribble and find Dean on the wing. Dean with 7 to shoot, working against Enery, puts it up, missed everything. Salonen with the rebound, finds Lyman in the lane, it's good! Salonen with the assist, she's doing it all tonight, and it's 42-35 Carroll. 7:50 to play in regulation. Free throw line, Burlish turns, fires, and hits. 42-37, Carroll by 5, 7:38 to play. Pasta, top of the key. Now she'll dribble down to the far wing. Lob it right side to Olsen. Olsen's got Lyman open in the corner. Instead finds pass on the far wing for 3 off the back iron. Hannah Dean tipped it, almost came down with it, and then Salonen's going to get called for the bump on Moskrip. That'll be Salonen's first. Team foul number 1 in the quarter. Brittany Johnson, Michaela Dowdy back in for the Saints. Blackman and Turner in for the Warriors. 7:16 to go. Saints leading at 42-37 on the Bud Light scoreboard. Saints at 40% shooting, LC 34. Carroll 31-20 advantage on the glass. And 10-5. And Lyman picks the pocket of Moskrip. She's going to have a wide open layup, and it's good. 44-37. Lyman with 4 straight. 6:50 to play. And then Lyman hacks Enery on the drive, and Enery will shoot 2 free throws. Enery is 6 points tonight, has 2 3-pointers. First time at the free throw line. 78% on the year, hits the first. 44-38 Carroll. Saints have led by 9, that's the most. And a timeout taken by Brian Orr. And we'll go ahead and take it too. 6:45 to go on the Bud Light scoreboard. It's the Saints 44, the Warriors 38. Back in a minute You're listening to Carroll College basketball on ESPN Radio.
The President's Day sale has been held over through this Saturday at Furniture Showroom. You still have time to shop Furniture Showroom's great selection of sofas, sectionals, recliners, sleepers, occasional tables, bedroom furniture, extremely affordable therapeutic beds, and more during this fantastic sale. Plus, 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. Don't forget, President's Day savings have been held over through this Saturday at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
It's hard to stop a slam dunk. It's hard to stop a wide open three-point shot. It's hard to stop a Saint. And it's hard to stop a Trane furnace or air conditioning system from Intermountain Heating and Air Conditioning. At Intermountain Heating and Air Conditioning, we're your independent Trane dealer. If it's time to upgrade your furnace or air conditioning system, call Intermountain Heating and Air Conditioning today at 449-4567.
6:45 to play in regulation. Saints leading LC State 44-38. Dean Dowdy Johnson past the lineman on the floor for the Saints. Delaney Emery at the line for the Warriors, shooting the second of 2 free throws. Out there with Blackman, Turner, Mosgrip, and Lauren Johnson. And Emery's second one on the way. Shot puts it up there and misses it. Lyman with the rebound. So 44-38 Carroll. Start of the fourth quarter in Billings. Rocky leading Western 32-30. Brittany Johnson with the ball. Out there with 3 fouls. High post, Hannah Dean. Dean gets down to the right side of the lane. She'll put it up. Missed everything except the backboard almost. And Dowdy stripped away and into the hands of Emery. Emery down the floor. Picks up her dribble in the corner. And near side, it's Turner. Up on top now, Lauren Johnson. 6:12 to go. Saints by 6, 44-38. They've won both of the matchups with the Warriors by 6 this season. Turner gets around Dowdy, fires from 15, too strong, and Pasta with a rebound. Double team to the backcourt, and up ahead, Brittany Johnson. Johnson will dribble across midcourt and leave it off for Bailey Pasta with 5:51 to play. Saints by 6, 44-38. Hannah Dean, right side Pasta, fakes the 3. Dribbles over to the left wing. Now up on top, Johnson. Back over to Pasta. Fakes the 3, drives baseline. Swatted away by Emery. Dowdy tips it. Mosgrip bumped into by Dowdy. And Dowdy picks up the foul. Her first, third team foul in the quarter. The Warriors with none. Both teams just 6 fouls tonight. 5.5 to go. Saints 44-38 lead. Souvenir back in for the Warriors. Looking left side. She'll go free throw line Turner, and it's good. And it's 44-40 Carroll by 4. 5:15 to go. Saints now with 10 turnovers. That's led to 9 Warrior points. Carroll has 14 points off of 11 turnovers from LC. Top of the key, it's Johnson. Ball fake left, pass right to Pasta. Now inside, it's Dowdy. Puts it up, fouled, she'll shoot 2. Coach Sayers has been lobbying for a foul on the posts for the last quarter and a half, and the foul on Blackman's her third, team foul number 1, and we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout in Helena. 4:56 to play in regulation. It's the Saints 44, the Warriors 40. We're back in a minute. This is Carroll College basketball on ESPN Radio.
When disaster strikes, it's nice to know there's someone you can rely on. There is, and it's called Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Company. Our understanding agents are friendly, helpful, and best of all, we care about you and your property. At Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance, we are Montanans insuring Montanans. We've been in North Central Montana for over 100 years. We'd like to be your farm owners and homeowners insurance company. Call us today for your peace of mind.
In 1968, Homer Scott Sr. purchased a small bank in Sheridan, Wyoming. That endeavor was the start of First Interstate Bank. Homer knew
We will only be as strong as the communities we serve.
And it's more than just a motto. We've donated more than $50 million and 154,000 volunteer hours in support of the places we call home. First Interstate Bank. It's you and I, together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
.456 to go. Carroll 44, LC State 40. Down in Billings, 7:23 to play, and Western up 37-34. Number 15 leading number 12 in the battle for second place right now in the Frontier. Michaela Dowdy at the free throw line, 5 out of 6 tonight. She has 7 points, 4 rebounds. And knocks down the first free throw. It's 45-40. Second one is on the way. And no good. Rebound Blackman. Knocked away by Dean. Still loose on the floor. And we're going to get a jump ball. It'll be LC State basketball. 4:51 to go. Saints up 45-40. Souvenir crosses midcourt. The lefty from Washington. Johnson knocks it between the ref's legs. The official says it went off a Souvenir last, so it'll be Carroll basketball. Bryant Orr doesn't like the call. Pasta has it for the Saints with 4.5 to go. 45-40 Carroll. Johnson now. She'll dribble down to the left side and leave it up on top for Lyman. Lyman will penetrate, feed Dowdy, who lost it, into the hands of the Warriors. Now Souvenir. 4:12 to play. Mosgrip over to Souvenir. Back near side Mosgrip. 4 minutes left. Souvenir, Turner. Back to Souvenir up on top, 10 to shoot. Souvenir, penetration. A little shot in the lane, no good. And she hits the deck in a late whistle, and that's going to go on Hannah Dean. Her first 14 foul. And Souvenir to the line. Freshman from Cathlam at Washington is an 83.7% free throw shooter. First one is good. 45-41 Carroll. Second one also good. It's 45-42 Saints. 3:53 to play. A little pressure now by the Warriors. Johnson lobs it over to the far sideline to Pasta. She'll leave it for Lyman, and she will cross midcourt. 3:45 left. Saints nursing a 3-point lead. Johnson now, little penetration, leaves it up on top for Hannadine, right side Lyman. Dowdy posting up hard, good defense by Blackman. Now Johnson, 9 to shoot, dribbles down to the near wing. Double teamed, up on top, Pasta. Pasta lobs it inside Dowdy, 2 to shoot. Dowdy puts it up off the glass and in! I have no idea how it went in, but the Saints lead by 5, 47-42, 3:15 remaining. Dowdy now with 10. Souvenir lobs it over the right side for Turner. And now Mosgrip comes back to the left side for Souvenir. Back up on top, Mosgrip. High post, Turner. 10 to shoot. Mosgrip has it out on the right side. Souvenir up on top. Trying to get some separation. She'll drive. Got away with the travel. Throws it up. No good. Dean with a rebound with 2:47 to play. Saints leading at 47-42 in Billings. 4:50 to go. Western 42. Rocky 40. Pasta and Johnson playing keep away up on top. Now Brittany dribbles down to the left wing. Lead back up on top for Pasta. Dean lost it. Dowdy right there to pick it up. Finds Lyman, and a timeout taken by the Saints with 7 seconds on the shot clock. 2:25 to play in regulation. 2:25 left. Saints leading at 47-42 on the Bud Light scoreboard. The Saints 39% shooting. The Warriors 34%. And Carroll with a 36-23 advantage in rebounding, including an 11-5 advantage in second chance point, or on offensive rebounds, I beg your pardon. That led to a 7-2 advantage in second chance points. Saints lead by 5. Carroll with 4 team fouls. LC with just 1. Each team with 3 timeouts remaining. Carroll has the basketball with Dean, Dowdy, Pasta, Johnson, Lyman on the floor. 7 on the shot clock. The Warriors will counter with Mosgrip, Souvenir, Enery, Blackman, and Turner. And Johnson will trigger baseline inbound underneath her basket to the left and knocked out of bounds by Turner. 6 to shoot. So now Johnson will move about 7 feet to her left and inbound it into Lyman in the corner. She'll fire a 3 off the back iron. Dean with the big offensive rebound. And Coach Orr just threw his board to the ground. That's a new floor, Coach. Be nice to it. 2:10 to go. Saints by 5, 47-42. Lyman over to the left side on the wing. Johnson in the corner. Pasta for 3. In and out. Rebound tipped. Souvenir at midcourt. Quickly down the floor. She'll stop and fire from 12. It's short. The rebound. Bailey Pasta had it. It's loose. A jump ball is going to be called. And that'll be Carroll basketball with $1:51 to play. Now Lauren Johnson off the bench for LC State. Christine Denny's going to come in for Carroll. And Johnson out. 47-42, Saints lead. They are 1:51 away from the outright Frontier Conference crown. Lyman inbound to Dean. Gets it right back to Lyman. Lyman, now Denny. You got 3 point guards on the floor for the Saints. Denny gets it to Dowdy across midcourt. 100 seconds left. Now Denny, and Lyman has it. She'll settle things down. 95 seconds to go. Saints 47, LC State 42. Hannah Dean, now Dowdy on the right side. She'll pass left side, Pasta, 5 to shoot. Pasta, the drive, the layup, it's no good. The rebound is tipped, and Pasta has it in the corner with 80 seconds left. A new shot clock for the Saints. 75 seconds to go from a conference championship. Denny gets it over to Dean. Now Dowdy, way out up on top, hands it off to Pasta on the near wing. 1 minute to play. Pasta, penetration. Back out on the wing, 6 to shoot. Lyman fouled with 5 on the shot clock. Mosgrip picks up her first. Team foul number 2, but that resets the shot clock to 30 with 55.7 to play. Denny will inbound. Gets it, lobs it. Dean saves it from going out of bounds, and a timeout taken by the Saints with 54 seconds to play. 47-42 Carroll in Billings. Rocky trailing now Western 46-40 with 3.5 to go. It doesn't matter what happens in Billings if the Saints can hold on and win tonight. They lead 47-42. Carroll, 4 team fouls and 2 timeouts. LC State with just 2 team fouls and 3 timeouts remaining. So LC would have to foul 3 more times to send Carroll to the free throw line. 54 seconds left. Dowdy and Salonen with 10 apiece to lead the way for the Saints. Souvenir has 10 for the Warriors. Salonen with 9 rebounds and 2 assists. She'll probably finish a rebound shy of a double-double. But 47-42, Saints lead. 54 seconds away from a conference championship. The outright conference title. Last week, clinched a share of the championship. Saints have it with 54 seconds. Dean, Dowdy, Pasta, Denny, and Lyman. 2 seniors, a junior, and 2 freshmen on the floor. 3 point guards for the Saints. Denny will inbound in front of the Saints bench to our right. Gets it into Dean. Dean back to Denny on the wing. 50 seconds to go. Denny will dribble up on top. Come back to the right side and pass left side for Dowdy. Back to Dean. Now Pasta on the wing. 15 on the shot clock. 39 seconds to go. 47-42 Saints. Pasta up on top for Dean. Over to the left side for Denny. 7 to shoot. Denny out to Dean. A long shot. No good. Dowdy with the offensive rebound. The senior from Capitol High, who has battled injuries and illness and has had a stellar senior year with the big offensive rebound, and that may have just sealed it. Fouled by Mosgrip, her second, just the third team foul. Denny inbound to Dean. Now Pasta with 24 seconds left. LC picks up the foul. Johnson does. Lauren, her first, 4-team foul with 21 seconds left. Saints will inbound at midcourt. Brittany Johnson will come in and Christine Denny out. Abby Johnson in for the Warriors. 47-42 Saints. There's been no scoring for almost 3 full minutes. Lyman gets it across midcourt. 15 seconds to go. And a bump and a foul by Mosgrip, her third, and that'll put Lyman at the free throw line. The freshman from Spokane will head to the charity stripe. She's 78% on the year and shooting 2 with 14.8 to go. First one is up, and it's nothing but net. Taylor Salonen in for Michaela Dowdy. Danny Wagner's going to come in for Bailey Pasta. Big hug from BP and Coach Sayers. Lyman, a second free throw. It's 48-42. Saints by 6. Make it 7 as Una Harrington checks in. 49-42. Carroll with 14.8 to go. The crowd is starting to feel it. The bench is definitely feeling it. Timeout LC State. Down in Billings, 2:13 to go. Western 47, Rocky 40. Here it's 49-42. Carroll is 14.8 away from a conference championship. The first in the Rochelle Sayers tenure. And a sweep of the Warriors would go a long way. Two timeouts apiece. The possession arrow favors LC State. Both teams in the bonus. Carroll with a 40-24 advantage in rebounding tonight. 14-5 on the offensive end. The Saints haven't shot great, just 36%. LC, not any better at 33%. LC is 6 of 20 in the second half. Carroll is 7 of 24. It was 28-24 at the half. 40-35 Carroll at the end of 3. And it's 49-42 Saints with 14.8 to go. Turner will inbound to our left. Inbound, Lauren Johnson. Quick three, blocked by Brittany Johnson. And Taylor Salonen, that should be her 10th rebound, a double-double. 8-7-6, and the Saints are going to dribble it out. And for the first time in 12 years, Carroll College is your full-tier conference women's champions. Your final score tonight on the Bud Light scoreboard. 11th ranked and Frontier Conference champion Carroll College 49, LC State 42. Conference championship number 1 for Rochelle Sayers. And very well deserved, hard fought, well earned. And the Saints will have the number 1 seed in the conference championship a week from tomorrow the tournament, at least for the semifinals. Saints improved to 22-6 overall, 14-3 in the Frontier. We'll take a break. When we come back, the postgame show, a victorious Rochelle Sayers and the Carroll College women. And they're going to cut down the nets. And they'll do that while we pay some bills. Your final on the Bud Light scoreboard. The Saints 49, the Warriors 42. Back with the postgame show in a moment. This is Carroll College basketball on ESPN Radio.
94.9 ESPN Radio. KIMO HD3 Townsend. K235BW Helena.
Don't settle for a 2-star fix on a 5-star safety-rated car. If your vehicle isn't repaired to manufacturer's specifications, it's not as safe as it was designed to be. Capital Collision Center repairs your vehicle and continues to earn manufacturer certifications. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Helena's only Ford F-150 aluminum, Honda, Nissan, Acura, GM, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Hyundai certified repair shop. Capital Collision Center on Euclid. Keep your stars.
When you're looking for a house in Helena, what's most important to you? Hi, I'm Austin Gleick from First Community Bank, and I work to give my clients 3 things. A good listener, super fast communication, and absolute transparency. I want to see you get into the home you want completely satisfied. So, I listen to your story and treat you the same way I would want to be treated if our roles were reversed. I want to know what you want and how working together we can make it happen. Hope to meet you soon.
First Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What sets BMC's Design Center apart? Here's Valerie, BMC's Certified Design Specialist.
The knowledge and the skills that we have there to be helpful to the customers, and that's my favorite part. With us at BMC, it's really much more helpful to have that background to help diminish mistakes so that we get a good product.
Building or remodeling. Get all the inspiration you need from BMC's Design Center on Highway 12 East.
You can always count on the crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light, just like you can always count on reliable Ralph. Ask him to move that couch he moved for you last summer. Ralph will do it. Need a ride from the dentist? Better call Ralph. And he won't even film you after the laughing gas and put you online and get millions of views. He's Reliable Ralph, for Pete's sake. Reliable Ralph is famous among friends. He deserves a Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, 80 St. Louis, Missouri.
Eagle Beverage, proud supporter of Montana sports.
94.9 ESPN Radio is Carroll College Saints basketball.
Jason Walker back at the PE Center. Your final score tonight, 11th ranked Carroll College 49, LC State 42. The Saints are your Frontier Conference basketball champions for the regular season. The first title in a decade for Carroll College. The Saints did it with defense as they held LC to just 42 points and struggled through an sluggish offensive battle of their own, but in the end, it was more than enough to get a 14th conference victory. They're 14-3 with 1 to play in the Frontier. That'll be Saturday night with Western down in Billings. Your final, Western 50, Rocky 42. So Western can finish no better than second. Doesn't matter what happens on Saturday night here at the PE Center when the Saints and the Bulldogs meet up. But the Saints women cutting down the nets right now. And what a fantastic, they're going to let Coach Turcotte come out. Well deserved to get a piece of the net. But Carroll College, there's Coach Turcotte. That is fantastic. He cut a few of those nets down himself back in his day, the Hall of Fame head coach for the Carroll men for a long time. And now, for the first time in her career as a head coach, Rochelle Sayers will cut down some netting. And she will get to cut the rest of it. They put brand new nets on the baskets tonight before the game in anticipation of this moment. Huge round of applause for the Saints and Coach Sayers. 7 years in the making, and they get the Frontier Conference Championship. Going to try to get some post-game sound here. The team photos. Lots of people at midcourt, parents. You can go to ESPN Montana on Facebook and the Twitter to see pictures. Of course, Carroll Athletics